Around May 10th, I found out that Aseev was detained. There, in prison, information always reaches you faster than on the outside. Here, everyone thought that it happened in June. The militants used this period to pressure him psychologically and physically. All prisoners of war are terribly tortured. University professor Ihor Kozlovsky spent almost 2 years in Russian captivity. Now he is closely following the story of his former student, Stanislav Aseev. The men lost contact in June of 2017. Later, evidence emerged of Stanislav being held by Russian-led militants for at least a month. He spoke with journalists under the supervision of the militants. On June 2, 2017, the so-called Security Ministry of the Occupied Territories officially admitted to having him, when they refused to show him to his mother. Although, on the phone, he promised to meet her with their permission. She asked Stanislav to come to her. She looked at them and they nodded, giving permission, and then they changed their mind. Aseev's testimony from Russian captivity ended up in a book, put together by his friends. The book is called In Isolation. It is a collection of his articles from 2015. Aseev's friends say that the book is about the harsh truth about occupation in Ukraine.
Articles and books like this make it impossible to create an information bubble, where Crimea and Donbas can be seen as Russian, and where the people there would seem happy in that reality. Such books are extremely important, because they are based not on Moscow's tricks, but on the absolutely clear truth.
It was the truth that led Aseev to captivity in the first place. Little is known about the state of his health right now. Russian militants don't let observers meet Aseev or the other prisoners they hold captive.
In 4 years, the International Committee of the Red Cross has never been allowed to access the prisons of the occupied territories. Ukraine is the only country saying this loudly. We would like our international partners, who know that the civilized world is built on principles and values, to remember that we must fight together for life values and the right to correspondence or calls.
Ukraine is not alone in its battle for political prisoners kept by Russia. The American ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, reassures America's support.
In an age where disinformation targets Ukraine disproportionately and undermines Ukraine's territorial integrity, journalists who tell the truth are doing their part to defend this country. Stanislav took on an especially important, and now we know an especially dangerous role in reporting the truth from behind the front lines. So I hope that the release of this book reminds people that, as you said, that the Donbas is Ukraine and that Stanislav and all of the other prisoners must be released.
Because Aseev is still in captivity, his former teacher must share his words in his place. If I could pass him a letter, I would say that the people don't just remember him, they fight for him. Knowing this helps to stay strong.